Howdy there, everybody. I'm Jeremy.
I'm TJ.
We are here for the Archeryshack Shop Talk Podcast number 92. We still not back on our normal schedule, but we will be soon.
Yep.
Than later. So bear with us. But here we are this week. And I got a couple questions from people. So we'll go through those, and hopefully we got I went out of town briefly. TJ's going out of town, but we'll get back to our regularly scheduled stuff in a week or two at some point. But I don't think everybody said we good. It didn't bother them too bad, so that's a plus.
Yeah.
But if you got any questions for our next podcast, just put them in the comments or email them to archeryshack@gmail.com. Text them. There's a million ways to do it, and we'll try to get to them best we can.
Yep.
What we got?
Greg wants to know how many turns can you typically let off on a bow. There's such a wide range on. You're just gonna have to. Best way to do is Google. Like if you've got some of the PSEs you can take out like 12, 13 turns. On the primes you can only take them out 3 turns.
Yeah, so it varies too much to say an answer.
Yeah.
So Google the owner's manual and look it up, or shoot us a message of what bow you got, and we'll try to give you some more info.
Paul asks, should I change peep sizes between hunting and 3D?
Maybe. You don't have to.
Mm-mm.
Some people like a smaller peep for 3D because you're not really worried about low light, and there's less room for error. With the big peep, you got to think more about putting that pin dead center. With a smaller peep, it's a little easier. But ultimately, according to what sight you're shooting, I just kind of want mine around the ring of the sight.
Mm-hmm.
So it don't matter either way. If you're going to be switching it and it's the same bow, look into the specialty archery peeps, because they got interchangeable apertures. So you wouldn't even have to change the peep. You could just screw out the inside of it, put a different size in, and be good to go. That'd be the easiest route if you're going to do that. And you can get that peep if you don't get the lenses that go in the peep for like a scope with magnification. You can get just the aperture kit, and it's not all that expensive, So check into that.
Yeah, Hamsky has one, and there's a couple of them out there.
Yeah.
Jared wants to know, have we ever made our own recurves?
No. Like, if I had a lot of time on my hands, I wouldn't mind trying it. And I've seen, there's plenty of YouTube videos of people doing it and telling you how to do it. And I know a guy down toward Columbia that makes his own. He was in the service with my great uncle. Anyway, long story short, but he makes some nice looking stuff. But I've never attempted it. But I think it would be fun. I think it would take maybe a couple to get stuff perfect. And Barry Horn knew a guy too. Remember he come out here that made them. I think your biggest thing would be getting those limbs. You don't want to have a stiffer limb on top or bottom, just like with a compound, because travel would be crazy. I think that would be the hardest part, is getting those limbs matched.
Yeah.
But I'd love to try it. Just don't have time to fool with it.
Yeah, me neither. Jerry asked, what bow stand do you guys recommend for 3D? I run, the Pine Ridge quick stand, I think it is.
Yeah, I thought one might be laying in here.
I don't see it.
The Pine Ridge quick stand, you can adjust for width, for thickness. Like, it's super duper duper adjustable, and you can get them in all different colors, and you can adjust the height of it. It's probably by far the easiest to use because you can make it fit any bow. I really like the True Glow ones, but even the wide limb True Glow one won't fit on some of these widest, like some of the newer primes. It won't fit. Some of the real wide limb Matthews, it won't fit. And then back in the day, I think the first one, the LP Pro Pod, I remember when they came out, and everybody had one, and then now there's several options. There's even some Chinese ones out there, but I'd say go with the Pine Ridge quick stand if possible, and then you can make it fit any bow.
Yeah. Sam asks, at TAC, will I be able to take a break mid-course, or once I start, am I in for the long haul? You can stop and take a break. I mean,
yeah, I mean, you're not going to loop back out to the hot dog stand. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna be way back in the woods. But yeah, you could pull over and take a break.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you may have people behind you, just let them go type thing. We take our tournament stools, which is just a stool with a quiver mount on the side. So like while everybody, like if there's 4 of us shooting while everybody else is shooting, we can sit down for a minute and get a drink and that sort of thing. But yeah, you can take a break. It don't look back to like if you're talking about like
the vendor village and whatnot.
You kind of down in the woods for the duration.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you can always stop and take a break. They'll have a water station somewhere. We took a break there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not like once you get on it, you got to do the whole thing. You know, you can stop, take a break, do whatever you need to do. So,
or even if you got 15 targets in and said, all right, I'm tired, you know, you'd have to walk through, but you could get on back out, you know, and be done type thing.
Let's see. Al asks, is there any way I can fix my cam sync at home?
Not really without a bow press.
Mm-hmm.
You're really going to need a bow press for that. Now, you know, you'll have some redneck folk tell you can stick an Allen wrench in the cam and all that, but don't do that. I mean, people warp cams and all that, so I wouldn't advise that.
I mean, a little bump, that Allen wrench can slide out, and you blow your bow up. So
it can indent the limbs. But yeah, I'd get to a bow press or order you a portable bow press. You know, you can get a portable bow press, according to which one you get, starting at probably what, 30, 40, 50 bucks and up. So you can do that and work on it at home a little bit.
Yep, just, you know, make sure that, like, some of them you got to have a wide limb adapter. Just, you know, if you've got a wide limb bow, Matthews, Prime, I'm trying to think.
Yeah, a lot of the newer ones get that adapter.
Yep. And Frank, this is the last one I got. Frank says, I'm a larger guy, 5'9" and 420. Do you think I would be okay on a 3D course? I'd like to shoot one, but scared I may have problems.
I think you'd be all right. I mean, like, everywhere's different, but like our local shoots, you'd be fine.
Mm-hmm.
The only course that we kind of tell people to be careful on is that Total Archery Challenge, where you're kind of hiking mountains and stuff. But most local courses are not that far of a walk. You know, I mean, like our local stuff around here, you may have a hill or whatever, but it's nothing what I'd consider major. And we see people of all shapes and sizes shooting for the most part. So I think you'd be fine.
And I mean, if you go to your local range or club when they're having a shoot, and they not going to charge you to walk the course. I wouldn't expect. Just kind of walk the course and, you know, test it that way.
Yeah.
Because every course is different on layout, and, you know, some of them, like some of ours in the low part of the state, they're pretty much flat. So, like I said, just go to your local courses, your clubs, and just walk the course. And
you could, you know, technically you could probably just go on like a Saturday and walk it.
Yeah.
And then either shoot it later on or come back Sunday and shoot it or whatever. But everybody's going to be, you know, easy to deal with. So, but I think you'd be fine. I think you'd be just fine. But yeah, if y'all have questions, put them in the comments. We'll get to them, and we'll get back on our normal podcast schedule sooner than later. We got a list of so many videos we got to make or need to make. It ain't funny, and we kind of had a tiny dip. Now we're picked back up, kind of going again, and we're just trying to stay caught up / make a few videos / do this and that. So, but anyway, thank y'all for tuning in.
Yep.
Let us know if we can do anything to help you. Send in your questions. And give us a week or two, and we'll get back on our Tuesday normal podcast deal. But for the next week or two, bear with us. Yeah. And we'll keep on keeping on.
Yep.
We'll talk to y'all soon.
See y'all.
Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe.